90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after, Darcy got upset after learning Georgie is struggling with the pressure he faces to have kids. Georgie lashed out at Darcy after she interrupted him while he tried to be open with her. After parting ways, both Darcy and Georgie wondered what will become of their marriage. Darcy and Georgie's marriage is on the rocks as they butt heads over the pressure Georgie is facing from his family and his Bulgarian culture to have kids. When we last left the couple, Georgie had started to open up to Darcy about the pressures he faced from his family to have kids of his own, leaving his wife unnerved. On Sunday, November 2nd episode of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Georgie, 37, even shed a tear over the cultural conflict while baring his soul to his wife, who was adamant that she couldn't have kids herself. Still, Georgie said, "There was something that left him questioning myself," as Darcy reminded him of how insistent he was in the past about not wanting children of his own. "I never say I want a kid right now. I'm saying this keeps bothering me," Georgie protested. When asked why he waited until then to bring it up, he suggested that it kept bothering me. Darcy promised her husband that she would always support him no matter what their relationship status may be. However, she feared their marriage would not last. "You deserve happiness, but so do I," Darcy said as she got up from the bar. "I can't give you what you really want, because you know deep down inside what you really want. You don't want to admit it." Georgie was left frustrated and confused, and attempted to explain himself. But as Darcy attempted to interject once again, he snapped. "Can you listen? I'm trying to be open," he shouted as Darcy covered her ears. Georgie then hearkened back to many of the arguments they have had throughout the season, in which Darcy insisted she wanted her husband to be more open with her and communicate more. "I just want to try to be open, have a conversation with you, to be vulnerable and open," he stressed. "You don't care about how I feel. That's what's bothering me. I'm hurting too, and I try to explain this to you." That, Georgie continued, is why he did not want to open up to his wife in the past. "Because nobody cares about my feelings," he lamented. Darcy again suggested their relationship may not last. "Do your thing, but I don't think it's going to work, Georgie," she said. Georgie cries as he and his wife Darcy discuss the pressure he faces to have kids. "But I love you," Georgie declared, only for Darcy to push back. No. "Let me have my life," she demanded, "and you will not take that away from me. I'll find something else and you will not be a part of that." Georgie seemed confused, but Darcy was done. "Stop wasting my time," she said twice. "I've done enough. Let me move on. Let me have my peace." 90-Day. Darcy fears her marriage may be over as sister Stacy insists something is going on with her husband. 90-Day. Georgie's sister grills him and Darcy about having kids in awkward first meeting as he reveals a big secret. Darcy reiterated her support for Georgie should he pursue having kids. "I want you to have that," she said. "Do it. Get the F over it." Georgie then approached his wife for a hug, though she did not reciprocate. Instead, she continued to grumble to herself, "It's happened before, it's gonna happen again. I'm fine on my own. Do what you've got to do." Darcy flinches as Georgie hugs her on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Eventually, Darcy pushed her husband away. "But I love you," Georgie repeated. Darcy told Georgie, "I can't do this anymore. I've got to go. I'm strong. I can be by myself. You don't need to," Georgie replied, arguing that they could figure it out together as his wife turned and walked away. Georgie seemed hurt. "You're always the one giving up," he shouted after Darcy, who kept her back to her husband as she left. Darcy walks out on Georgie on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Afterward, Georgie tried to piece together what he wanted out of his own life. "It's a breaking point," he explained. "But how this is going to affect our marriage, we don't know yet." Outside, Darcy also raised questions about whether their marriage will survive. She also wondered whether her husband was telling her the truth. "I want him to be happy. Have kids. Wonderful. But don't be in this marriage if that's not something that you see for us," Darcy insisted. "I asked him these same things for years and he gave me different answers," she continued. "I can't make him to be the man that I need, because maybe he's not." Darcy then concluded, "Maybe it's easier for us to move on, sign the divorce papers, and call it a day." Buckle your seatbelts, 90-Day Fiancé fans. It's officially tell-all season. On Sunday, November 2nd, TLC released the official trailer for the most explosive 90-day Fiancé, Happily Ever After tell-all to date. In the shocking preview, several couples, including Jasmine Pineda and Matt Branasterianu, appear to be struggling in the romance department as the entire cast lives under one roof while taping. Is there anything you want to say? Jasmine asks Matt in one scene. You were having sex with her, yes or no? In a confessional interview, Matt says, I just do some stupid ass in life. Jasmine's ex, Gino Palazzolo, begins to enter the picture. Just one of the perks or downfalls, depending on who you ask, of the cast all living under one unforgiving roof. Do you think I would have married you if I didn't want to? Gino emotionally asks Jasmine. Jasmine replies, I don't think I will ever love someone like I love you. I have never wanted to be with Matt ever. Spoiler, Matt is listening nearby and can hear everything. Darcy Silva and Georgie Rusev TLC. While viewers eagerly wait to learn where Jasmine stands in the relationship department, Yara Zaya is crying about her romance with Jovi Dufresne. I cry and fight, she says through tears. It's so hard for me to imagine. As for Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina, they appear to be going through a tough patch, especially with Brandon's parents getting involved. Meanwhile, Darcy Silva is ready to confront Georgie Rusev's behavior when he's out in public. He does flirt when he goes out. I've seen it. He does it point blank, she says during the reunion special. It's not like he's hiding it, so I have suspicions. Georgie tries, and appears to fail, to explain himself when he accuses his wife of being jealous. I talk to beautiful women, he explains. It's not working. I just talk to people. Darcy replies, I'm not jealous. Just show me some respect. That is so disgusting that you're doing this right now. Jasmine Pineda and Matt Branasterianu TLC. The pair have spent much of the past season struggling to get along. Darcy previously questioned why her husband won't pay his portion of the rent on time. More recently, the pair had a tense conversation about having kids in the future. Ultimately, it's not just couples who are finding themselves in the drama during the tell-all. Andre Castrovet and Jovi come to blows over some social media behavior. In addition, Elizabeth Pothest appears to no longer be friends with Loren Brovarnik. As for what led to the falling out, viewers will just have to wait and see. If this is a tell-all, we're going to tell all, Elizabeth proclaims. According to TLC, the 90-day Fiancé, Happily Ever After tell-all may not be about closure. Instead, it's about what happens when everyone finally has to face each other and the judgments of their peers. Anna's tuning in to the Sunday, August 10th episode of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, are in for an explosive night of secrets, confrontations, and unexpected revelations. Titled, Frankly, My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn, Season 9, Episode 6 continues to follow the intertwined lives of 8 couples as they navigate love, marriage, and cultural challenges. One of the night's most awkward moments comes during a double date with Loren, Alexei, Yara, and Jovi. According to TLC's preview, Alex inadvertently spills a major secret about his friend Andre, revealing that he may have lost $75,000. I mean, I can't imagine it's going very well because Andre got to own up to losing $75,000, Alex says in the scene. Jovi quickly responds, Hey, we weren't supposed to say anything about that. The exchange sparks immediate tension, with Alex appearing caught off guard by the reminder to keep quiet. No, he said keep this confidential, Jovi insists, highlighting that Andre had asked for discretion about the matter. In another dramatic turn of events, Jasmine and Natalie finally come face-to-face in Sunday's episode of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, and the encounter quickly spirals. Gino's new relationship with Natalie doesn't sit well with Jasmine, who admits in a TLC preview clip, I'm super angry, I'm pissed, I want to explode. Jasmine explains that in their open marriage, one ground rule was clear. Both partners must agree on a third person. She claims Gino violated that agreement with Natalie. Despite Gino's insistence that the couple are headed for divorce, Jasmine's arrival leads to heightened tension. What starts as an introduction over a game of pool rapidly devolves into an exchange of insults between the two women, culminating with Jasmine shoving Natalie before Gino and other guests step in to break it up. In addition to the drama between Andre, Elizabeth, Darcy, and Georgie, This week's episode teases multiple ongoing storylines. Darcy and Georgie face pre-trip tensions as Georgie asks her to dress more conservatively when meeting his family. Kara questioning Guillermo's commitment to her show. Adnan reacting to placenta encapsulation. Elizabeth and Andre exploring real estate in Moldova. Even more twists and surprising moments are expected to unfold this season. On August 17th, Georgie reunites with his family in Bulgaria, and Elizabeth learns more about Andre's secret. By August 24th, tensions rise as Matt delivers a life-changing revelation to Jasmine, and Darcy meets her in-laws. Yara made it a point to tell her 90-day fiancé following that she and her husband, Jovi, are still in love. She did so while going glam with her hair and makeup, and her overall style was flawless. The culturally different partners were both smiling in the selfie taken against a pitch-black background. Jovi was sporting a plain white tee and poofy slicked-back hair, while Yara opted for a hot pink U-neck ensemble with her blonde hair cascading down the sides of her face and flowing into soft curls. While there appeared to be a filter over the couple's photo that made both of their appearances look smooth, Yara did go all out with her makeup. The 27-year-old Ukrainian went for a defined eyebrow, smoky eyes, and noticeable lashes, along with a glossy pink lip. Yara gave a warm caption toward her husband over the photo she shared with her 669,000 followers on Instagram. She said, "My love." It seems like Jovi and Yara's picture-perfect selfie moment doesn't come along often, as the pair have a 2-year-old daughter, Mila, who is almost always by their side. Jovi and Yara found out they were pregnant with Mila only weeks after Yara's arrival in America in January 2020. Their new life as parents was the focus of Season 6 of Happily Ever After. 90-Day Fiancé viewers also got a lot of screen time with the family of 3 when they came back for Season 7 of Happily Ever After. Outside of their family time on TV, Jovi and Yara love to share moments with Mila on their Instagram pages. Both proud parents often post videos and pictures with Mila, showing off the sassy toddler's big personality. Recently, Yara was captured dancing with Mila, whose partying style she compared to Jovi's. The video had a surprise ending with Mila having a meltdown and Yara comparing it to her trying to tell Jovi it's time to go home. Not only are Jovi and Yara a solid team as parents to Mila, but they are also a unit when it comes to sticking up for each other. During the tell-all for Season 7 of Happily Ever After, Big Ed Brown came for Jovi and Yara and was hurling insults at them. Big Ed also had some nasty remarks for Yara when she tried to stand up for Ed's fiancée, Liz Woods. Jovi defended Yara by confronting Ed about the way he was speaking to his wife and the other women on stage and asked him to apologize, which Ed did not oblige. Jovi told Ed that if they were in a different setting and he acted like that, he would have gotten beat up. Yara also came to Jovi's aid when Ed was calling him at the tell-all, saying that Ed's opinion didn't matter because of the way he was acting. 90-Day Fiancé spoilers, news, and updates tease that Jovi rejected Yara's idea of looking for some apartments in Europe. Jovi stepped foot on the TLC show when he met his girlfriend, now wife, Yara through a travel app. After a long time of talking over the phone, they finally met in Budapest and started their romantic relationship. During their first months of dating, the two were having some explosive fights due to Jovi's irresponsible actions, such as drinking excessive alcoholic beverages and his fondness for exotic dancers. Yara also found herself getting mad every time Jovi travels to some countries, such as Egypt, Brazil, Australia, and Indonesia, for his work as an underwater robotics specialist. However, despite the challenges they faced in their relationship, the two still ended up in sacred matrimony and were blessed with a daughter named Mila. Recently, the popular couple landed in Prague to visit the Ukrainian model's mother, Olga. Using their native language, Yara expressed her desire to stay in Europe with her family. In a sneak peek, the mother of one opened up the idea to Jovi and said they should look for some apartments there. However, the man wasn't pleased with the news he just heard. He told Yara to discuss the matter with him first and not decide on her own. Jovi also hailed Olga as the problem in the situation. "This wasn't part of the plan. I feel like her mom is influencing her," he stated during confessional. The Louisiana resident mentioned the time when Olga warned him about Yara wanted to stay with her. After stating his fears that his wife might reside away from him, Yara assured her husband that she won't be staying in Europe for good. "I don't know. I really like to be closer to my family." Everybody's coming here right now, and I feel like they will need my support, she said. In other news, Jovi once again experienced criticism online following his remark about Yara's mom. In the recent episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Jovi remarked to his wife's mother when the woman constantly speaks the Ukrainian language. The father of one stated that Yara's mom should learn how to speak English, especially in talking to him. The disappointed fans gathered on Reddit and threw some words at the TLC star. One fan posted about how insulting it was for Yara and her mom when Jovi said, "If her mom wants to communicate with me, she can learn English." They also mentioned the time when the Louisiana resident commented on Yara's speaking ability in the furniture store. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with 90 Day Fiancé right now. 90 Day Fiancé spoilers, news, and updates tease that Jovi once again experienced criticisms online following his remark about Yara's mom. Jovi Difference stepped foot on the TLC show when he met his girlfriend, now wife, Yara Zaya, through a travel app. After a long time of talking over the phone, they finally met in Budapest and started their romantic relationship. During their first months of dating, the two were having some explosive fights due to Jovi's irresponsible actions, such as drinking excessive alcoholic beverages and his fondness for exotic dancers. Yara also found herself getting mad every time Jovi travels to some countries, such as Egypt, Brazil, Australia, and Indonesia, for his work as an underwater robotics specialist. However, despite the challenges they faced in their relationship, the two still ended up in sacred matrimony and were blessed with a daughter named Mila. In the recent episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Jovi remarked to his wife's mother when the woman constantly speaks the Ukrainian language. The father of one stated that Yara's mom should learn how to speak English, especially in talking to him. The disappointed fans gathered on Reddit and threw some words at the TLC star. One fan posted about how insulting it was for Yara and her mom when Jovi said, "If her mom wants to communicate with me, she can learn English." They also mentioned the time when the Louisiana resident commented on Yara's speaking ability in the furniture store. Fans also spoke their minds in the comment section, saying, "But then he has the nerve to ask what they're saying about him. Learn the language, Jovi." A Reddit user wrote, "He is such an ignorant American. It is beneath him to learn someone else's language." Another one chimed in, "Do you guys think they will stay together? I feel like they are together for Mila, but if she wasn't born, they'd break up." In other news, Yara expressed her desire to stay with her mom the moment they landed in Prague. It all started when Jovi asked Yara's mom, Olga, if she wanted to be Mila's babysitter. The matriarch expressed joy as she desired to be with her granddaughter for a longer time. On the other hand, Yara admitted that she wanted to stay in Prague to be with her family. "Maybe I want to stay here, but I am not sure yet. I don't know, Mom. I am so happy that Jovi doesn't understand what we are talking about," Yara told her mom in their native language. It's definitely not wedded bliss between 90 Day Fiancé couple Jovi and Yara. On the premiere episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? On Sunday, Yara and Jovi clashed over her new friends and her going out more after giving birth to their daughter Mila. Jovi's partying was a major issue between Jovi and Yara on their season of 90 Day Fiancé, particularly Jovi's love of strip clubs. But now he's upset with Yara for going out. He told cameras that he would love to also have the freedom to go out after work or spend time with Yara, but that's clearly not happening. "You think this is fair? You can just go out and do what you want. I get stuck with the baby all the time?" he asked her, sarcastically calling himself just the babysitter. "I think both of us should be doing the same thing." Jovi noted that he didn't like her new friends and felt they were influencing her negatively. Yara argued that he should be happy that she found friends after leaving all her friends behind in Ukraine. When Jovi guilt-tripped her for leaving Mila, Yara got emotional. "You make me feel like a person because I want to get out and have fun," she said, shedding tears. Jovi told cameras that he would ideally want to go out with fun Yara, but that they didn't make time for each other anymore. "My honest opinion? I think if we didn't have Mila, we'd probably be divorced already," he said bluntly. "But if Yara and I continue to move forward and not have enough time to spend together and some free time for ourselves, our marriage is going to fail." During her night out, Yara complained about Jovi to her new friends, bombshell blondes Adele and Symphony, and they were definitely not fans of his. They told her that she was out of his league. encouraged her to no longer share her location with him on her phone, and said that there were plenty of other men who would want to take care of her and Mila. Yara then said she fell in love with Jovi because he reminded her of her mom and liked when he told her what to do. Yara then got candid about her life with Jovi and said she didn't like her breasts after breastfeeding Mila for 17 months. She said Jovi also insulted her about it, to the point where she wanted breast surgery.